Hi, I'm Jen Spencer, and this is Jen Spencer's 10-Minute Book Club. Hi, readers. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Tonight, we have a new author who is just starting out. She has a couple of books, and I think you're going to love hearing about her writing journey and about her book that she has out that she's going to be giving away. Her name is Maris Parker, and if you ask a question or leave a comment in the comment section below, you'll be entered to win a copy of Maris's book, Cedar Ridge. Also, if you're looking for a hilarious romantic read, please go to my website and sign up for my newsletter, and then you will be able to download a free copy of Jessie and James, which is my hilarious Western romance. Jessie and James is the first book in the Cowboys of Butterfly Ranch series, and you'll want to read that before you read Rachel and Riley, which is my new book in that series that just came out last week. It is also really romantic and just a beautiful Western cowboy love story. So I hope you check it out too. Rachel and Riley is available in paperback and on Kindle, on Amazon, and you can always read it for free if you're a Kindle Unlimited member. I hope you check it out. And now I'm really excited to introduce Maris Parker. Maris, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me. This is exciting.
I know, I'm so excited to have you here. Tell us a little bit about yourself and maybe even your writing, how you got into writing.
Okay. Well, I live in the Northwest, actually in Southeast Idaho, in kind of a tri-state area, maybe four-state area. Okay. So a lot of my work right now, the stories that I tell right now, actually take place in Wyoming, because that's where my heart is. But it's just like a 2-hour drive from where I live. But I love Idaho too, so nothing against Idaho. But I just that's where my heart goes when I tell stories. And I have been, gosh, you know what, this might sound cheesy, but I've been a writer since I was a little kid. I remember trying to start a novel when I was 9. And back then there was no like home computers. How horrible does that sound? Dating myself horribly. But so it was just like longhand on a legal pad. And being a kid, I lost interest pretty fast. But I mean, I had the tendency, I guess, way back then. And I didn't remember this until recently, but I reconnected with a friend on Facebook. And when I told her that I was writing, she said, "Oh yeah, you always did that. Remember, you wrote that story about me and my boyfriend when we were in school." And I remembered when I was in 6th grade, I wrote like this serial love story with her and this guy that she had a crush on. Aww. And I would give her a new like chapter once a week, I think it was. And she couldn't wait to get it. And I honestly had, now that I thought about it, I had a blast writing it. I couldn't believe that I'd forgotten that I'd done that. And I thought, well, gee, do you still have that around? Maybe we could publish it.
That's so great.
Well, it's been something I've always loved to do. And so I guess it's something I was supposed to do. What I do now is I mostly write, but my husband and I own a health club locally. It's in a town about 30 miles north of us. So it's not a long drive, but even before everything shut down, we went 24/7 with it. So nobody needed to be there on site to run it. So that freed me up to spend my time writing and just take care of the stuff for the health club as needed. And that's what's really kind of facilitated this and allowed me to do it. I just work from home with my puppies and my kitties at my feet. And I don't have any kids. It's just me and my husband and our furry family. So that's pretty much me. It is. Well, I love it.
So you've just, I guess, when was your first book published?
You know what? The first book was actually published last summer, June of 2021.
Okay.
you and I had talked a little bit before now about, how long ago we started writing and how long it took that first book to get out. And I had started writing that book maybe about 2017. And it just, part of it was that I didn't really know what I was doing. And part of it was lack of time to do it. But then when we shifted our business so that I could spend more time on doing that, I still didn't have a really good idea what I was doing, but the story seemed to flow easier and come more and more. And I eventually got with a developmental editor, because once I had it completed, I knew that it was horrible. It needed something. So I got with a developmental editor, and she helped me fix the things that I knew were wrong with it. And then I kind of finished up with some critique partners, some other authors who we exchange work, and they helped me just kind of polish it. And so I self-published it last June, and it honestly, it is the book that I wanted it to be. I read it, and I'm not, I mean, I'm not like blowing my own horn or anything, but how they say, write the book you want to read. That's a book I'd want to read. I really like it.
I love that. Yeah. Well, I'm the same way. Whenever I finish a book, I think this is the worst book ever written, and then I give myself a little space, and then a few months later, it's like, wow, this is really pretty good. So
I was just going to say, it's given me like the confidence to go ahead with this next book, because the next book I'm working on is for this series, the Cedar Ridge series. But the first book, the idea came from when we were traveling in Wyoming, and there's a lot of long stretches where there's nothing. There's beautiful, beautiful places, and even like the barren places are really pretty. But I just got the idea that, oh my gosh, what if somebody got stranded here and they didn't like have their cell phone or their wallet or anything like that? And I'm far from being close to anything like the main character in Cedar Ridge. She's kind of a pampered rich girl who gets dumped off in a teeny tiny little town in northwestern Wyoming that I totally made up. It's a fictional town, Cedar Ridge. But it was a lot of fun writing her, because I could make her as, I guess, spoiled and princessy as I wanted, but I could also make her kind of strong. And
I think you fall in love with those characters too, right? Because you see so much where they grow, and that's what I love. Is I love to see the growth in characters. Well, okay, we're almost out of time. This goes by super fast. Tell me, maybe what's your favorite romantic movie?
Oh, my favorite romantic movie was not even hard to come up with. It's The Wedding Date with Deborah Messing and Dermot Mulroney. Have you seen it?
Is that the one where
she hires?
Yes, she hires somebody because it's her best friend or something slept with her fiance, or I can't remember.
Well, her fiance had dumped her. She hires Dermot Mulroney to take her to her sister's wedding because she doesn't have a boyfriend or any prospects, and she's going to have to see her old fiance, her ex-fiance, at this wedding. And so she wants to show up and show him that she's moved past him, but really she wants to try and get him back. But it's just an adorable movie. It is so cute, and it takes place in the UK. And I love Brits. I love British humor. I wouldn't even say that it is specifically British humor. It's just, I love everything about it. I own it. I've got it on DVD. I have watched it a million times. I guarantee I'll watch it a million more. It's like my comfort,
I love that. Yeah, I have seen that. I love the concept of forgiveness, and how she absolutely could not get past this betrayal, and it was a very serious betrayal, but just, I love how, yeah, she had to, her character had to evolve. And I love that. I love that message. You are stuck on a desert island. Would you rather have a lifetime supply of chocolate or toilet paper?
Okay, no question. Chocolate. You can
Oh,
improvise toilet paper, but there's no substitute for chocolate. So I picked.
okay. It's, well, it's about 50-50 in what people choose, kind of tells you a little bit something about
Really?
people's personality. Yeah, I would choose toilet paper because I do not like to camp and I like to have, my own toilet. So,
Absolutely. I'm there with you. Yeah. But if it push came to shove, I'd have to take chocolate.
well, Maris, thank you so much for being here today. This has been so much fun. Readers, go and check out her book, Cedar Ridge.
And thank you so much for having me. It's been a blast.